No, this is the thing. KFC is full of, to me, I am seeing it as a PR
Stunt.
gimmick. Yes,
Really?
it's a PR stunt because, let's face it, I read an article, and this article was saying that it has taken 10 years for KFC to test the global standard quality of our local potatoes. 10 years, they've not tested. If they've not tested our own potatoes, how do they know that our potatoes do not meet the standard,
That they require.
the required standard?
It's a
That's
valid
number one.
question.
How do they know? Is there any news outside there? Do you know, Faisal, you can tell me if I don't know. Kindly remind me of any test that you know as a journalist that KFC had done on our local potatoes.
Okay.
So they cannot, just a minute, so they cannot purport to say that, you know, our local potatoes do not meet
the standard.
blah, blah, blah. And then at one point, you said that interview was done sometimes back.
Sometimes mid last year.
Even before this thing started.
Even before this hullabaloo started.
If they wanted to promote the 90% of our local suppliers, as they purport, then they would have done it. This is the right time to do it. And just something, before I finish, Faisal, my brother here mentioned something about globalization, and I'm very particular about that because that's my field. He said, and I support that one and partly support that, not 100%. He said
you had
that
agreed
we
100%.
should not. I've just changed my mind.
Okay. It's
He
allowed.
said-
He's processing in the
He
middle of
said
speaking,
there are
yeah?
two things.
Yes.
Partly I agree, partly I disagree. He said that we should not be hypocrites of trade liberalization,
Absolutely.
which is okay. Now, US is the main promoter of international trade. In fact, US, everything they're saying is all about international trade. My brother, tell me today, if a situation can arise in US where local farmers, the potatoes of the local farmers are rotting in the farms, and the US is importing potato from outside. What will happen? My friend, I'm telling you, the Secretary for Trade will be called by the Senate, by the US Senate immediately. And that may form a basis of the impeachment of the president. That's how serious they are. So with us, this whole situation, and that's why now I agree with him. I said I agree with him. Partly. This is where now I agree with him. All the issues of talking on behalf of our farmers has been left to Kenyans. And you know what Kenyans do? We just make noise in Twitter, social media. Then very soon election is now around the corner. Ruto will hit Raila or Raila hit Ruto. Then that will form another basis of communication. So we need this issue to be sorted out by the government.